Yo, it's your boy Alex THFC, Mr. Box Office, and if you don't know, you need to get to know. Talking about my appearance on the Football Terrace when I left so suddenly. My appearance leaving on the Football Terrace was quite simple. If I get patronised or get muted 3 times or 4 times for a subject that I didn't even ask to come on to speak about, I'll leave. And this is not a dig at Terry Fleurs. I called him up personally and told him why I left. I left the show so suddenly. I left because I felt patronised and belittled. Yeah, he's good at what he does. But when you're talking to me and telling me, you're your fault, it's all your fault, you should be more demanding, you should not go to the games, you're giving money to Levy. That is provoking a response. And I wasn't allowed to say what I wanted to say. And if you do that and don't understand what the actual context of everything going on at Tottenham is, that's when I don't listen. There's certain Spurs fans that are Levy out. There's a certain Spurs fans that are Levy in. And yes, I did say Levy in. I'm Levy out. Ultimately, Levy out. But at the moment, when you ask that question, like saying, well, why are you going to games? Well, my answer is, if you don't go, others will go. I haven't got a season ticket. I buy my tickets. And I'll tell you this for a fact. That stadium is sold out. The Arsenal game, you literally had to hustle for your ticket. When a ticket's available, it's snapped up in 2 seconds. So when someone comes up to me and says, oh, why do you not go? Why do you just not go? Why don't you do your part? Again, you're pointing at the wrong people. You need to go and speak to all 60,000 people and ask that question as well. Again, it's all right to say that in the studio. It's all right to say this in the studio. But if you go on the ground and actually go to the stadium and ask that question, has Daniel Levy done a good job? You'll be surprised. There'll be more than half, maybe even just half, saying, yes, he's doing a good job. He's kept the club stable. We're in the top 4. We're going into Europe. We're getting good players in. He's getting good managers in, like Conte and Mourinho. We've got a brand new stadium. We've got a great training ground. So what are you moaning about? We're happy. So this is the thing. He was aiming it at the wrong person and bang out of order for saying it as well. Another thing as well, he kept on saying, well, you've got fans like Expressions. Again, not digging at Expressions because he's doing well and he deserves it. But let's talk about Expressions. He's getting paid to do vlogging. He's getting paid. So he's going to demand it because at the end of the day, it's his job to do what he's doing for the club, to do what he's doing for his vlogging, to speak for the fans. So he's going to do content that he's going to do things and say things, what he feels. and what demanding, because he wants to be successful. Because the more Tottenham are successful, the channel goes better and grows. It's even more like it is now, which he deserves. He works for Barstool Sports alongside Barstool Sports who are paying him. So I'm pointing out somebody like me or a guy that fans that at the end of the day go just to see their team and support their team, and maybe just go and see their friends, and then after it they lose, go to the pub, have a bit of a rant, and then go home. And then Monday morning, it's like, well, real time now, got to make money for my family now. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. The only thing that I point out about fans is that when they start making stupid songs about Sol Campbell, and say disgusting songs like that, when Sol Campbell did the right thing, because he would have ended up with just a Carabao Cup to his name. I have a go at the fans, the minority of fans, this is the minority now, that say that you're not a Tottenham fan because you don't act like mad and get jumping up and down. I have a go at fans that jump up and down after beating West Ham and beating Chelsea and thinking it's like won a trophy. That's what I have a go at fans for. But at the end of the day, it's down to opinion. And that's it. The fact is, and I'll keep on repeating it, we were only relevant in the 1960s and 1980s for a reason. Because Bill Nicholson and Keith Birkinshaw knew the identity of this club and grew it from the bottom up. And then Bill Nicholson won the championships, won the double, won European Cups, like Keith Birkinshaw, bringing in brilliant players that are remembered today. Glenn Hoddle, Jimmy Greaves, Graham Roberts. It's quite simple. And the thing is, this goes even more deeper. Because, yes, we can talk about, and this is where it annoyed me, because he didn't even give me a chance to even say even more. Because the fact is, we've got people on loan at the moment, and because of those loans, because we haven't got rid of those players, we can't afford to go out and buy any other players. It may be the reason why we're not sacking Conte in the first place right now, who, for me, is pointless. I'm not blaming him completely, because, to be honest with you, we went to him. We went to him twice. But we're not doing what he wants. So he's pointless, like Mourinho was. Pointless. But when you're blaming the ownership for losing against Sheffield United, Wolves, you're kind of digging a hole for yourself. It's the manager's fault and the players' fault. So where does the ownership come into it? They weren't on the pitch. So that's why I couldn't go into it about the ownership. It's because I'm just making excuses. So I didn't want to do this video, but I had to, because people were saying I bottled out of it. And before I say anything more, Terry called me out to come on the show. He called me out. He asked me to come on the show and said, "Where are you?" So I said, here I am. What are you saying? Mr. Box Office here to say it and make himself known. And I spoke truth and facts. That's what I did. Because you can't have a go at me any time of the week, because I'm Mr. Main Event. And as I said before, I'm working on new content that you're going to see soon. Because I'm done with this. I'm absolutely done with this whole thing now. I'm not reacting anymore. I'm not only reacting for little things. But I wasn't angry about yesterday's result because I knew this was coming. And if we won, I would have been disappointed, because I sat there and thought, why do you not do this against Sheffield United in the FA Cup? I'm not learning anything from this anymore. I haven't learned anything since Jerry Francis. All I, like I said, I've learned is cowbell cups and disappointment. It's only when you start actually doing your research, you actually learn what the club is all about. And that's it. So that's the reasons why I left on the football terrace. It's not because I bottled it. It's because I don't appreciate being muted 3 times and also being patronised and not even getting a chance to say what I need to say. And that's it. And that's all I need to say on this issue. And I'm leaving it there. And that's it. And if you don't know, get to know Mr. Box Office never gets muted ever, and never gets shut down ever. Because when he gets shut down, he leaves, and he makes himself known elsewhere on his channel. So if you want to know, you know what to do to support your boy, Alex THFC, Mr. Box Office. Subscribe and like. And as I say, you'll see something more, new content soon. And that's it. So as always, Mr. Box Office signals out. Mr. Box Office is out. Mr. Box Office is out of here. Take care.